You may ask yourself if it's worth learning how to beat in foreclosures, or how can I learn to beat and win in live auctions. I could show you many ways, facts, and stats, but what better than listen to these real testimonials from real people who took the class.
Rental properties that I bought over the years, and with the housing market, the rental market, the way it's gone, to me, I haven't had any bargains that I found in the last 5 years.
I'm a realtor, and I recently moved from Miami to Tallahassee, and this is a very nice place, and I saw potential on taking those classes.
The opportunity to buy distressed properties. My brother and I are investors, and this seemed like a good avenue to pursue to actually get the deal, because as an investor we know the deal's in the buy, not the sale.
I've been in the business of real estate for the last 20 years with another partner. His name is Yoram, and actually it was his idea because he was getting emails from property owners every once in a while, and he said, well, let's go explore this. So we did, and then we made a decision to try and learn how to buy foreclosures. So we reached out to Property Onion, and they attached us with the instructor, Gabriel.
Talk about the foreclosure, the type of foreclosure, what happens if I buy an HOA, am I responsible for everything else? The same way here. And here this gets eliminated, but then you're responsible for anything above it.
We learned on the first deal that we purchased through Property Onion. So we purchased a house, a foreclosure house, and we quickly learned that the previous owner really purchased that property through a foreclosure also about 2 months earlier, and that was a foreclosure by the association. And apparently when the bank came and sold it, he sold it after he purchased it. So he lost $110,000 on the deal because he didn't do his homework, and I guess he didn't know how to buy foreclosure.
How to analyze the deal, and how to analyze the difference between a foreclosure and a homeowners association foreclosure, which there's a big difference. It was very, very educational, and it's important to know the difference between the different types of properties you're looking to invest in and the different types of foreclosures out there.
I didn't know anything about it, okay, and it was a very good learning experience. That was a whole world that I didn't know that existed. So pretty much right now, I know to analyze a deal, let's say, how to look at the documents, how to see the legality of it, where to look for the information. Also the platform that you guys have, Property Onion, you guys have a very comprehensive investigation, deed investigation that is very helpful.
I hope you had 20 minutes for this one. The one thing that scares me about foreclosures is I just don't know what I don't know. I think most investors, even if you do have some residential properties, you're willing to understand the system, right? So you have to learn the game. So I think the biggest thing for me was understanding where the gotchas are, because I understand that, hey, you might be able to buy a house for $100,000, but there's a $300,000 mortgage, right? So, first mortgage is not going to go away. So you have to understand those types of things, and, what looks like a deal can certainly turn into something pretty negative pretty quick. So that's the main reason I took the course, just for the knowledge, to understand the systems. I think Gabriel's been great because I've even followed up with him after the classes. He's been very responsive in answering my questions and helping me just continue to learn, because even once you get into it, you don't know everything yet. I mean, there's still a lot to learn once you've kind of got the foundation in place. So,
how to find deals. How to find deals and how to understand the deals and understand the profitability that you can have in this new, for me, this new market, foreclosure and tax deed.
Welcome to the Property Onion Academy, the foreclosure class, how to successfully beat online on foreclosures. What I'd like to do at the beginning is, first of all, learn a little bit about your experience, real estate experience. Then I'll go through all the subject matters that we're going to cover throughout the class, from research, foreclosure, visiting the property, title search, etc., etc.
I thought it was great. I mean, with Gabriel, he laid it all out at the beginning, right? So I could see the stages, what I was going to be learning, and at the end, you're actually going in, and it's like, you know, building your portfolio. It's not just, hey, ABC. It's kind of all the above. You know, it's kind of how we guide investors in our world, right? It's very holistic, it's very comprehensive, but in the same sense, you're getting bite-sized pieces on different subjects. I think for me, it was very valuable to be able to digest it, you know, because it is a pretty big topic, and you know, have a broad coverage. So
It was great. And obviously so far we've made profits, and hopefully we'll continue and make profits, make good decisions, and purchase, you know, good quality homes.
It was the best decision I have ever taken in my entire life. Something that you don't know that existed, and it's there for everybody. It is just wonderful. I don't regret it, and I recommend it to everyone I can.
Today we're going to talk something very important, which is visiting the property. When I started my career, it was easy for me to find certain data, and one of the properties I looked at the auction itself was not on my original list. And I said, well, how bad it could be? Well, don't. This is how bad it could be. This property had everything and anything that could go wrong went wrong. And this is why you definitely don't want to buy blind. You have to visit the property.
I'm going to talk to you about the first one. It was an apartment that I got with the assistance of Gabriel, the instructor. I was able to get the deal for $75,000. I invested like 15. I rented the property for 1 year, and I flipped the property. And together with the income that I received from the rental plus selling the property, I got $45,000 as a return, as a gain. So it was wonderful, and that was my first one. I'm working in another deal right now, repairing it and putting it all together to sell it. So I have been able to flip some property.
And we actually did. My brother and I did buy a foreclosure. We rehabbed it, and we have it on the market now. And if all goes well, we'll see a decent profit.
we actually bought these first two condos because they were, well, it's actually a 3-2 and a condo because they were such great deals. And now we're looking at them thinking, well, you know, do we want to flip one and keep one? And we'll just kind of make that determination as we kind of go through to see what work needs to be done. But yeah, and then we first got in thinking we're going to build a pipeline of residential rental properties. At this point, you know, the first one we think we have, you know, probably $100,000 to $150,000 of equity in it. So we may just flip that, you know, and use that money to go, upgrade the other one. So we'll see. But we're open to both.
So the first one was a house in Miramar. If I remember correctly, we purchased it for $560,000. But we came in, we bought it at $560,000. We put in about, I think, $40,000, and we sold it for $70,000. It's even a better story. So this was the second one. The first one was a smaller home that we purchased at I think $250,000, and we put in about $15,000 and sold it for $350,000.
I never knew I would enjoy so much giving these classes. I mean, you meet people from all over the world. We had people from New Zealand, London, people obviously out of state, New York, Pennsylvania, Chicago, obviously locals that want to harvest their area, the local area, the students that just started, or savvy investors that just never got exposed to how to buy foreclosures and tax deed. So when Property Onion, Tony, the co-founder, reached out to me and say, hey, we're opening an academy Would you able to teach this? I said, let's do it.
Very clear, yes. Gabriel he came with a PDF that goes step by step on the instruction. I think we met 4 times, 4 or 5 times, and he went bullet by bullet and discussed it with us. A few times we went over the time, and he was willing to sit with us and explain. And there was even one time that we ran out of time and we continued the day after for another 20 minutes. So yeah.
I thought it was great. I mean, with Gabriel, he laid it all out at the beginning, right? So I could see the stages, what I was going to be learning, and at the end, you're actually going in, and it's like, you know, building your portfolio. It's not just, hey, ABC. It's kind of all the above. You know, it's kind of how we guide investors in our world, right? It's very holistic, it's very comprehensive, but in the same sense, you're getting bite-sized pieces on different subjects. I think for me, it was very valuable to be able to digest it, you know, because it is a pretty big topic.
The instructor Gabriel was wonderful. Like, he explained everything in detail, very easy to understand, and he presented some examples that he had in the real life, how to analyze the property values and all that, the location, how to tell by looking at the property the damage that the property can have, and analyzing everything just by looking at the documentation and looking the maps, you know, Google Earth, to see where the property was located. So he was very, very knowledgeable. Well, that you can make good money. That you can make good money, and this is something that I'm gonna do as a full time. Because it doesn't take that much, and you can make whatever I was making, because I was working at a college. I'm still working at a college, but you can in one deal make what you're making in 1 year. So it is definitely something that is really important for me and my family.
As you can see, you're not only going to learn, but also to take action on how to successful bid and win on foreclosures and tax deed auctions. There is no doubt that with tax deed and foreclosures increasing forecast, auctions are the only way to get good deals. And every day, other investors are buying tax deed and foreclosure with great margin and profitability. So why not you? Hi, I'm Gabriel Chokran, your foreclosure professor, helping investors by teaching the A to Z of foreclosures and tax deed auctions. Don't wait. Reach out to me to get started right now.